Good morning and thanks for tuning in to interest.co.nz. I'm Janae Tibshirani and here's my wrap of what's happened around the world over the weekend. China's central bank is trying to slow the pace of yuan appreciation after its biggest two-week surge in at least a decade. It is relaxing its foreign exchange policy by cutting the 20% foreign exchange margin requirement for financial institutions when buying US dollars to zero. It is also eliminating offshore agency banks' need to establish a dedicated reserve account for withholding deposits placed by offshore banks. The move will increase New Zealand's purchasing power of Chinese goods. China is taking a hard line on soft cheese. It is reportedly temporarily banning the import of cheese like brie and camembert that contain too much bacteria. Mozzarella, one of Fonterra's major cheese exports, isn't affected by the policy. China has temporarily banned the import of cheese in the past due to health concerns. Staying in China, inflation accelerated more than expected last month. Hitting a 4-month high at 6.3%, the producer price index was buoyed by strong gains in raw materials prices. Activity in China's steel industry expanded at the fastest pace since April last year. Meanwhile, hitting a 7-month high, China's consumer price index rose to 1.7%. These price gains are, however, still modest, meaning there's little pressure on the central bank to tighten monetary policy further. Hurricane Irma is believed to have caused between $20 and $65 billion of damage to the US and parts of the Caribbean. However, according to catastrophe modelling agency Air Worldwide, only $15 to $50 billion of losses will be covered by insurance. Now, these margins are pretty wide, but I suppose it's a good first indication. New York Federal Reserve President William Dudley is optimistic the rebuild post-Irma and Harvey will boost the economy. He says the catastrophes won't have any bearing on the central bank's policy in the short term. Canada's unemployment rate has hit a 9-year low. With 0.1% more people employed in August than July, its unemployment rate dropped to 6.2%. Canada's Statistics Agency notes the number of employed people over 55 years old increased over the month, while the number of employed under 25s fell. In New York, the US Treasury 10-year yield remains the lowest it's been since November at 2.05%. The price of crude oil has fallen since Friday to $47 a barrel. The Brent benchmark is just below $54. Gold is stable at $1,346 an ounce. The New Zealand dollar has strengthened since Friday to 72.7 US cents, 90.1 Australian cents and 60.5 euro cents. The TWI index is up to 74.3. That's it from me. Have a good Monday.